So the next really important thing to do is to get really comfortable going back and forth between starting on 12 and starting on 1. And what I would do at first is literally just every other compás. Keep pretty much everything else the same. So when you're not doing a llamada, the way you would get to a strong 12 is a little different, right? What we had was 7, 8, and 9, and 10, 11, 12. But in our other compás, we had 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So rather than 10, 11, 12, and we're going to do 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, and here to get into a llamada we might want to stop on 10 like I just did, right? So we would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, and we're right back into compás. So the next thing we're going to play around with in our Alegrías compás is beats 7, 8, and 9. And this is something that if you've done any of my other videos, or if you've played any other flamenco, you've probably noticed that we're always playing around with beats 7, 8, 9 when we're in the 12-beat compasses. I think of this as the drive to 10 or the drive to resolution, right? We're on E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and suddenly we'll do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That bum, 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 bum is 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the Alegrías version of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you've done the Soleá videos, you'll know that there's a ton of variations we can do on beats 7, 8, 9 in Soleá. We're doing the same thing here in Alegrías. So the first one we're going to do is, and it doesn't matter how we get to 7, whether I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whether I'm doing 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I get to 7, I'm going to stay with this chord, this version of the B7, and I'm going to play an arpeggio, P-A-M-I, right? That's thumb, ring on the first string, middle on the second string, index on the third string. So 7, take my middle finger off, 8, now put my middle finger on the second fret of the sixth string, 9, and then 10, 11, 12. This right hand pattern that I did right here, 10, 11, 12, is really common in flamenco. Let's take a close look at this. What I'm doing is thumb, index, golpe, thumb, strum. But one of the more important things here that's easy to mess up is when I did the upstroke and the golpe, see how my thumb did not move? I played the sixth string, I land on the fifth string, I do the upstroke with the index, I do the golpe, my thumb is in the same place where I landed, then I play one more note, and then I strum through. So that's 10, 11, 12. Really makes your life easier if you let your thumb stay there. So this whole 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 thing looks like this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take a minute to just practice this. Get used to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because we're going to put this as the second half of different kinds of compasses. We're also going to vary this melody in a minute, but for now let's just stick to that. So if I start on 1 with the right hand pattern we did that starts on 1, I would get 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, just did two different compasses. One started on 1, one started on 12, but they both ended the same. Let's take a look at that one more time. I start on 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, 11, 12, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Even though I hit a strong 12, I can still come in with 1, 2, 3. Right? I don't have to hit a strong 12, obviously, if I'm starting on 1. But the fact that I've hit a strong 12 doesn't mean I can't still do 1, 2, 3. So really, we can end 10, 11, 12 with a really light 12, or we could do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. We don't have to do anything on 11 and 12. Or we can do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So kind of strong 12 and then a strong 1, 2, 3. Or we could do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. And then 4, 5, 6 are the same, whatever we do. And 7, 8, 9, 10 are the same. And then it's sort of the choice that we have to make is, are we going to hit 12? If so, how hard are we going to hit it? Are we going to start on 1? Are we going to go straight from 12, 1, 2, 3? Or 12, 1, 2, 3, right? Same thing, they just feel slightly different depending on the choice that you make. But you really need to be comfortable going back and forth in Alegrías between starting on 12, starting on 1, because different things that you learn along the way will start in different places.